Welcome back to Cottage Designs by Erin, where today I thought we could talk about wool felt applique. I haven't ever completed a wool felt applique project, but I just bought two that I'm highly interested in. So the first one is by Buttermilk Basin, and it's very tiny, and it's the June banner. And I actually was able to purchase this as a kit on eBay. So that's what we're going to be working on today. But then I also want to show you, look at this. I found this vintage wool felt applique kit on eBay for next to nothing. It's called Rabbit and Hen Wall Quilt by Carried Away. Look at these beautiful spring colors. Oh my gosh, I cannot even wait to start on this. But I'm not going to do it today on camera because I'm actually in a hurry. I have a meeting here in a little bit with my CPA to do my taxes, and he's out of town. So we are going to do a little mini project. We're going to do the Buttermilk Basin. I love Buttermilk Basin designs, and the reason I do is, first off, they're inexpensive, and secondly, they're very easy to follow instructions. Sometime I'll have to do a video just strictly on Buttermilk Basin. Okay, so the first thing we will have to do is cut out all these pieces. Here is the wool felt, and everything is clearly labeled. Stem, flower, wings on bees, star, bees kept, and bee bodies. Okay. Images are reversed. Trace the individual applique pieces on fusible web. I don't use fusible web. I just stitch them down by hand. Cut the wools out on the drawn line on the fusible web. Refer to the photo pattern sheet for placement. Use 3 strands of floss or 1 strand of pearl cotton to blanket stitch the pieces. I love to blanket stitch, which is why I think that I will like doing this. Hi, kitty cat. Good morning. There's a cat outside my window talking. And the funny thing is, I don't have a cat. I do feed several feral cats, though. Okay, so let's see how big these pieces are. Oh, they're so little. Look at these little pieces. These are tiny. All right, let's see if they have the background piece cut out for us already. Move the camera to my hands now. And pretty. That must be the back because it's the larger piece. It's not labeled, but it is the larger piece, so I'm assuming it's the back. Okay. Oh, look how cute. Okay, so let's talk about wool. It's always nice if you can find a kit with the wool in it. But if you need to buy wool, go to Goodwill and look for wool clothing and just cut it apart, wash it, and dry it, and then you will have what is called felted wool, and then that'll give you more patterns to pick from. All right, so we're going to get started on this. I have a piece of tissue paper. I buy tissue paper in bulk from Dollar General, so I get like 100 pieces for next to nothing. And that's what I use when I need to make a pattern. I'm trying to find my pencil here. Okay. So we're going to trace our little piece. I'm going to do the beehive first. And their little pieces are so cute. They're kind of wonky. There's nothing perfect about them. They're very primitive, which is sweet. Okay, then we're going to need a pair of paper scissors. And then we also need our good sewing scissors to cut them out. have sticky residue on these scissors. They do not feel the best. Let me try these. All right, so we are going to pin this down on our fabric. Oh, my pins are in the other room. Let me just grab one of these. I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so here's our very first piece, and it's going to go down at the bottom. Then if you look at our picture, we have a little star, a flower, and some bees. We're not going to do all this now. So then what you do is you get your pearl cotton or your floss, taking 2 strands, and you buttonhole stitch around this. Let me stop the camera and I will get that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I had some very thick cotton floss that didn't have a maker's tag on it. So now what we're going to do is we are going to start, I usually start on a corner. I already have a knot in the back of that. Then you're going to come up just inside the first stitch that you made. And you're going to make your second stitch, and you're going to come down at an angle right past your design. You see how I have my needle inside my loop? See my thumb's holding it down? And then that would be your very first stitch. So let's try that again. I keep my thumb inside the loop until I pull, and that gives me my blanket stitch. So the goal is you want all your stitches to be about the same length. So then you would just carry on and continue to cut out the rest of the design and buttonhole stitch around all of it, and this would be done. I mean, you can get this easily done, I would think, probably in a day or 2. So I hope you learned something from my video. We learned the names of these of the patterns, which is Buttermilk Basin. Oftentimes you cannot find kits, but you can buy the patterns. You can go to Goodwill, buy all the wool clothing that you want, wash it, dry it, and then when you get out of the dryer, cut it apart, cut off all the seams, cut off all the buttons, cut off all the arms, and then press it with an iron, and you have your own felted wool to work with to make their patterns. Please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and have a blessed day.